drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out. So something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Score remains tied, 0-0.
The Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A gain of 4.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. But now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
The good signal callers were...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Joe Fukuda, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Landry. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 34. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
They'll run on first down. Landry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
He's brought down.
A loss of 9 yards.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
51 yards on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. Trying to drop it, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, Landry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Landry. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
32 on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 2nd and 1. The kicker here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Wants to try to add the PAT. Now 21-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And set. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Lions.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin in East Rutherford with Miami visiting the Jets in an AFC East matchup. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They're going to look to throw. Campbell making the catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a ghost situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brings up 2nd and
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 36 on
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 45.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
1st and 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On 2nd down, it's Owens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sullivan. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 50 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
A scramble. Brought down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Sacked right around the 17.
A loss of 11 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On 1st down, Landry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. It's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, Landry works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
27. Falcons, nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one will be brought back to the 22. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. But they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Lions 30, Falcons nothing.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.